Hey and welcome back. Today I have kind of an in-between video out of my normal schedule, and I am reviewing the Arteza Inkonic Fineliner pens, and they were so kind and sent a super big set with 120 fineliners to me and asked me to make a video and have a look at them. They are in a triangular shape and they came sorted in a rainbow order, and you just saw that they are in plastic trays. They have a 0.4 millimeter tip, and well, what else should I say? They have numbers on them, and you will find, unfortunately, not the name of the color on the fine line, is just the number, and so you have to go to the back side of the packaging to find out which color that is. Here you find all the details listed and every single color that is in the set. Today I will paint a cute hamster illustration with the Arteza gouache paints, and I will use the fine liners to bring in the details when I finish up the painting. While I'm painting with the gouache, I will just tell you a little bit more about the fine liners. I was really happy to get them because I am a bullet journaler. You might not believe it, because I have never shared, or maybe I have shared a bullet journal spread. I am not a bullet journaler that makes videos because I normally just use it for my work and to keep everything scheduled and to have an overview of the things that I must do. And so often it looks more messy than pretty, but I really enjoy it, and it's something that makes planning more fun, I think. And this is something I often do when I do my voiceovers, and then I check the video and listen to it if everything is okay, and then while I do this I create my bullet journal layouts. And I have already used these fine liner pens a lot in my bullet journal, and I can just say I love them. It's amazing how many different colors you have. And I think once you have one of the set, you never need to buy any fine liners when you use them for your bullet journal, because you can have so many yellows and reds and pinks. You just can replace the one with another color, and I think you will not run out so fast. My daughter was also very happy that she could use them. During homeschooling, she made all her headlines really colorful with these fine liners. As I'm using the gouache paints here, I just want to share my thoughts on them. I have used them now for a long time, and I often use them in my art journal to create some backgrounds. That's my favorite way of using them. They are pretty good. I don't have any other gouache paints, but I really like how they work, their opacity, and I think they are super fun and super versatile, especially for mixed media artists. And I saw also a lot of teachers on Skillshare using these gouache paints from Arteza. When the paints are completely dry, I go in with that fine liner pens and add the details to my illustration. I painted that hamster because my son got his first pet, and it is a little cute hamster. He is so lovely, and I was inspired by it, and I wanted to make a cute illustration. And I also did this with a guinea pig from my daughter, and so I can make her a pillow or a pouch or stuff like that where she can put things in. And I think for my son, I will maybe do a pillow but not a pouch, because he would not take it to school, I think. I'm just using the fine liners to bring out the contours and to create some texture on the elements. The sketchbook that I'm working in is also from Arteza. It's their landscape sketchbook, and it has two different paper sides. One side is always rough and the other side is smooth, and it's bound that you always have the same type at one spread, so that's what I think is really good. But what I have to say about this sketchbook, the smooth side is almost not usable. When you draw anything with a pencil and you want to erase it, you can't erase it. Even a kneaded eraser destroys immediately the paper, and that's I'm really unhappy about that, because they make such a wonderful sketchbook and then that you have such a bad paper quality. The only way you can use it very easy is with a layer of gesso, of course, and then you create something on it in mixed media. But for sketching or watercoloring, only the pages with the rougher texture are good to use. I sometimes use the bad papers, I would say, for ideas where I just use a pencil and sketch out some ideas where I don't have to erase and where I don't want to have a finished spread or something like that. I come back in with the gouache to add more depth to the flowers, and I will also use the Arteza colored pencils to create more shading. And I really like to use color pencils on top of watercolors. It always looks interesting, I think, and you can bring out even more detail. It doesn't happen so often that I'm really working much on my sketchbook. I mostly work in my art journals and create with paints and stamps and stuff like that. But always when it comes to thinking about a new stamp release, then I am in my sketchbook and I try out new ideas and a search for new images or themes for new stamp sets, and it's always in the last minute when I decide which stamp set I will make or which sets, and I am pretty not sure what to do in July. Maybe there will be a hamster, who knows. Here I'm filling the free space around the elements with some little marks. I make some little circles and also some tiny yellow leaves. And I do the same technique in my art journal. When I do splatters on my page, it's just to fill the page a little more and to bring in more interest. As always, Arteza offers a discount code for you, and it's in my description box, so if you want to purchase some products from them, you can use it. What also might be interesting for you is these fine liners are water-based ink and they are not permanent, so when you go on top of them with water, they will bleed a little. What I also really like about Arteza, they have always a guarantee on their products, and if you are not happy with them, you can just return your products, and they have a wonderful and friendly customer service. I have tried a lot of their products so far, and I can say that it's not every product is wonderful, just as the book, but they have a lot of products that are working really good, and they have a great price. I, for example, love their expert watercolor paper. It's brilliant, I think. And I also love their mixed media pad. I use it for practicing watercolor, and their gouache are really great. I like their Fineliners. They are really nice. And what I don't like so much are the tube watercolors. The pan watercolors are okay, I would say. And I also don't like their watercolor pencils that much. I have the feeling they are a little bit smeary, so that's the reason why those are not my favorites. I also like to work with their colored pencils, but I have to say I'm not a color pencil expert, and maybe it would change my mind. I have no idea. I really enjoy using them on top of my watercolor illustrations to just create some detail and depth, and I think it's also a fun process, and I really enjoy that. My video is coming to an end, and I hope you enjoyed watching the process of that quick hamster sketch, and I also hope it was a little bit helpful for you regarding the fineliner pens. And as I said, if you are a bullet journaler or a planner girl, I am pretty sure they will make you happy. They work wonderful. They have a really nice size, I think, with the 0.4 millimeters, and you have tons of colors to pick from. That's amazing. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will see us tomorrow. Bye.